Hello everyone, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show today. Got a little truck chat for you. I know a lot of you like the truck chats. Today's going to be probably kind of an interesting one. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. It's going to be a little bit longer one also. Anyways, I had to run to town and pick up, I'm here now to pick up a prescription, and then I got to run down to Lowe's down here and pick up a couple water filters for my house. I can always tell when I need water filters. I got a lot of iron in my house, and when the water pressure gets really low, it's time to change it. Because when it gets low, then water softener doesn't work right, and then all of a sudden you're starting to get hot or hard water because it's not going through the water softener didn't recycle right because it didn't have enough pressure. So one thing leads to another. So anyways, I hope you find this video truck chat kind of interesting. I think maybe you might learn a couple things possibly, and stick around. I want to start the video out from the very beginning, just to make YouTube happy, I guess you'd call it, is to say this is all my opinion. Not giving anybody any type of medical advice, banking advice, buying advice, any kind of advice. This is just all my opinion. You go out and make your own opinions. So just want to state that so I'm clear from the beginning on here. So I'm going to run in. This like I said, the video is going to be on and off because I'm going to be running in the stores and coming out and stuff. But it won't affect the video because it'll be cut, it'll be started and stopped. You won't have to wait for nothing. So I'll be right back with you in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back out of the Walmart. That's usually about the only thing I get at Walmart is my prescriptions. Unless I get a tip that there's some turkeys on sale or something there. Like I did after Thanksgiving, I got a couple turkeys for 25 cents a pound. It was a great deal. So anyways, I'm at Lowe's here. I'm going to run in there real quick. I walked around, found my sporting goods department in Walmart when I was there, and just interested in to see what kind of ammunition they had on stock, and just about nothing. A few 22 long rifles and a couple packs of 12 gauge and some other odd stuff, but that's about it. A couple weeks ago I went into Fleet Farm across the street here. It's a farm store, and they sell lots of ammunition. They got long shelves of it full, and there were hardly anything in there. I couldn't believe it. The shelves were just empty. I hear that's all across the country, but I hear a lot of the country they're saying that ammunition supplies are back, but the prices are still up, and they can't figure out why. But there is, in my opinion, just from what I've seen, they still looks like there's a shortage around in my area here. So talk about some food shortages and stuff like that, food prices, and just talk a little bit about that. I'll be right back with you after I get my filters here at Lowe's. All right, I got my filters. Bought 4 of them. They'll last me a while. Not real long, but a while. Gotta buy the stuff now while you can get it, and before the price goes up, because I guarantee you the price ain't gonna go down any. That's my opinion anyways, because it just seems like lately everything keeps going up, or else it's not available, one or the other. So anyways, I'm gonna go find a place to park, and then we can talk, and you can look out my windshield maybe. Hopefully I can find a good place to park so you don't have to look at me, and we'll do some more talking. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna be jumping all over the place with different topics. When different things pop in my head, I just gotta spill it out. Sometimes I can't wait, or I'll forget. So anyways, hopefully you don't mind that. First thing I want to start off is say I'm feeling fantastic. I usually don't talk about my health a whole lot, but for the last, I'd say probably a year or so, I've been having some major pain in my arm, quite a bit. I went, I don't know, probably a year ago and had a cortisone shot in it, and it didn't do no good, didn't do nothing. So I was going to go get an MRI, and I was all set up, scheduled for it and everything, and I think it was a few days before I was supposed to go, the people where I was supposed to get it done at called and says, well, your insurance isn't going to pay for it unless you do physical therapy first. And I thought that's horrible. I mean, when a doctor prescribes something and that an insurance company can overrule a doctor's orders, I just don't feel that's right. So anyways, I've been dealing with it. I didn't go for the therapy because I've had some bad experiences with therapy. I don't want to go into it, but they were doing therapy on me quite a few years ago, and they probably shouldn't have been, because I had some broken bones, and they did do x-rays, but it didn't show up in x-rays. It only showed up in the MRIs, and ever since then I'm very scared of getting therapy done before I know what's wrong. So anyways, I went this 2 days ago, tried another cortisone shot in my arm, and it's working. I tell you what, I haven't felt this good in a long time. I did have the same problem, I'd say, I don't remember, I lose track of time, maybe 5-6 years ago, and I had a cortisone shot in my arm, and it cleared it up for years, 2 or 3 years, a couple years. But then had another one done. That shot didn't do nothing. But then now this one here is working like a charm. But I did have it. If it wasn't going to work this week, I am scheduled. Did get an appointment through another doctor that I can go and get a MRI. So I may have to pay for it out of my own pocket, and it's a place where it's not very expensive compared to like if you go to a major hospital or something, or a major big name place. They charge you a fortune because they know they're going to get your insurance, but if you pay for it out of your own pocket, you can get it pretty reasonable. A big change in price, let me tell you. So if that comes back or causes me any problems in a week or so, I'll go get that done, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be good for a long time now, the way it's feeling. So anyways, just wanted to talk about that. Maybe encourage some of you who've tried a cortisone shot and it didn't work the first time to get out there and try and give it another shot. It might, I think it's a lot of it's chance by where they get it. You mean you got a chance of working or not, and it just depends on where the needle goes. So anyways, hope that gives some of you encouragement if you're going through pain and stuff, because boy, I'm feeling wonderful. So there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, so this is going to be probably kind of a long one. I seen on the news the other day how many banks closed last year. Not really the banks, I guess you'd call it, it's the branches. So that's kind of making, I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. I was kind of surprised. I think it's probably a good idea if you got any amount of money, you know, to split it up, because if one branch closes, or with the pandemic, you know, their help gets all sick, you can't get in there, and let's say you're not a computer savvy guy or person or lady, and you don't like to do that stuff over the internet, you can't get your money then. So I would suggest splitting your money up between banks. That just, in my opinion, would be a good idea. The number of branches that closed last year was over 2,900 branches in the United States. And I'm guessing this year is going to be probably worse, the way the economy is and the things are going. As you watch the news, things ain't good. So that was one thing. Okay, another thing I wanted to bring to your attention is how much chemicals like Roundup and stuff on farms and fertilizer costs has gone up for farmers. And this hasn't even hit the food costs yet in the stores, because this won't be affecting too much until after the harvest. So I can guarantee you prices are gonna go up extravagantly. If they don't, there's going to be a whole lot of farmers going out of business. And I brought some examples of how much fertilizer costs went up from 2021 until this year. I purchased all my stuff already for the coming spring. Last year potash was $298 a ton, and this year at the same time, if I bought it at the same time this year, it would have been $800 a ton. I ended up talking to a person earlier, so I got it cheaper, like $6.95 a ton. So that was a little bit of help, but it's still outrageous. Liquid fertilizer last year was $5.70 a ton. That's for 1034-0. $570 a ton last year, and this year they want $950 a ton. Roundup last year was $13.75 a gallon. This year it's $70 a gallon. I've even heard higher, $90 a gallon. Then there's another, I don't want to say the name because I got demonetized for it. I don't know why. I guess they think it's a dirty word or something, but it's not. It's a type of nitrogen that you put on later on when the corn is up a few, like 17, 18 inches or something in that area. That was $408 a ton last year, and this year $950 a ton. Seed corn and stuff has not changed a whole lot. Last year a bag of seed corn was $280.60. This year is $289.80. My soybean seed actually ended up coming a little bit lower this year because I got it from a different guy, and I don't know if that had, I know there was a couple free bags thrown in there. I'm not sure if that's because I'm a new customer or what that is. But last year I paid $68.32 a bag for soybeans that were treated, and this year it's $59.62. So that's a little bit of saving. But boy, the fertilizer and the Roundup is horrible. So you know, when you start adding up tons, that's a lot of money. So I would suggest, if you got any type of extra money, stock up on food, because I've been watching online, certain areas of the country are, their shelves, they're running out of stuff. And don't buy more than what you can use or eat by the door by date, but at least get it stocked up, so at least you got something in case there's so much going on right now. I know, like, truck drivers from Canada and stuff, ones that don't want to get vaccinated, they can't drive or can't come into our country. And I heard a couple days ago the trains, I can't remember the name, BS something, BSAF or something, I don't, it's a very popular train that's more to the west of us, but it does a lot of the country. I heard their workers were talking about going on strike because they're working them so hard and not giving them no time off and stuff, and they're always like on 24-hour call. They were talking about going on strike. That was 2 days ago. I haven't heard anything more about that, but I would just recommend stocking up if you can. If you're a smoker, now's a good time to stop smoking and save that money and put it towards food. There's also save it on your health so you don't have to go to the hospital. You know, smoking, drinking, if you're doing any other type of drugs, now's a good time to try to hang it up. Save that money for food and other important items if you can. That's just a suggestion, but I'd highly recommend it. Let's see here. One thing I wanted to rant just a tiny bit about is how their government's all bragging about getting these test kits mailed out to people and stuff, and they're free. They're not free. You're paying for them. All that stuff is costing you money, and boy, this country's in big problems with the debt that we got. I haven't looked recently, but it's unbelievable. I think we were getting really close to 30 trillion, if I remember right. I'm gonna have to check that out, and I'll have to put it on the screen here, how much we're currently in debt at this time when I make this video. I did just recently uploaded another review, and that brings another thing to my attention. I had a lady leave a couple comments on my channel. I kind of know who she is. She's from this area. I'm pretty sure she was married to another YouTuber in the area that I was pretty friends with. I haven't seen them now for a while. They ended up, if it's the same person, I think they got divorced from the YouTuber that I know. But she had say that she didn't believe that these companies were sending me stuff to review, and because I got it from Amazon. And I tried to tell her they send me a PayPal check for it, and they give me the link to the Amazon and tell me to go buy it with the money, and then I do the review. And she called me a liar. She didn't like it, and that's one thing I don't tolerate on my channel is disrespecting people or talking bad about people when it's not called for, especially me. And she's no longer with this channel. I don't know what her problem was, if it was medication or drinking or alcohols, or she's just naturally that way, but she's no longer on this channel. I haven't had to do that. I've done that maybe to 2 or 3 people, but I've had a very good crew on here, and I hope it stays that way. I appreciate all of you for watching my videos, and I'm very happy with that. You know, I heard somebody say on another channel, I don't remember, I watch so much YouTube and stuff, where we are now is nowhere close to where we're headed in the future. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think we got a lot of hard times coming, let me tell you. Sounds like it could be another 2 to 3 years the way I'm hearing about it. So I would just, you know, to hang low and keep stocked up if you can, and just do the best you can. Stay healthy. That's a big thing nowadays, let me tell you. I don't know, I should probably be more scared of this COVID thing. I don't know why it is. I'm not scared. I live each day, day by day. I'm not scared of it. Some people may think I'm scared because I haven't been going out much, but that's because my arm's been killing me. But I don't know, maybe that was a sign from God to stay home, but now it's good to go. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm not scared of it. So anyways, that's another thing I wanted to tell you a story about, is the lady that gave me the injection for the cortisone shot in my arm. I dealt with this lady. She another major clinic, big clinic, and I didn't go back there because I just wanted to try something different. And she works at this other clinic too, and it was kind of funny. So we got talking about this. I don't know if I can really say it on YouTube or not. It's medicine that some people say it helps you get better from COVID symptoms and stuff, and it's used for cattle and stuff, for dewormer and stuff like that, deworming cattle and stuff. But it's also tested on humans for other diseases and stuff. But a lot of the major big name companies will not subscribe it at all. And I was talking to her at this other place, not at the big company. She was working at this little company, which I thought was kind of weird. She's working at 2 places. But she says, you know, that's forbidden at the other place. And I said, oh, I figured it was. And I didn't really ask her why. I should have probably said why. I kind of know why. I believe it's political myself. But anyways, the stuff I'm talking about starts with Ivor is the first part of the name of it, the medicine name. And I said, does it work? I asked her. And she says, well, since the pandemic started, we gave, you know, everybody that came in here, or with it, and has took it, none of the ones that took the medicine that I'm talking about had to go to the hospital, not one of them. And I'm like, well, that's pretty good. She says she can't say that they wouldn't go to the hospital, or that they would go to the hospital if they didn't have it, but she said none of them had to go to the hospital. So to me, that's a pretty good sign, and I think it's worth a try. I mean, why not? I don't understand. They have this right to try medicines And I think that's for stuff that ain't been like tested and stuff or proven on humans. This stuff has already been proven to be safe for humans for other diseases, but major places, certain places, won't prescribe it, and I think that's horrible. Why not prescribe it? But that's my opinion. I was just surprised how this doctor was totally different working in this place compared to the other place. They're kind of stifled what they can say when they're in these big places where they work. She's a younger doctor. I don't know what she is, like somewhere in her 30s, I'm guessing. And she's working in two places to pay off her schooling. I talked to her about that. She worked really hard in school and got out of school. I think she said normally it's like 7.5 years or something like that for a doctor to go to school here, or I don't know where she went, but she did it in like 6.5 years, and she's working her way up. She's working hard and working two places, and I'm glad to see people doing like that. I just hate that she has to be stifled by her business, what she can say and what she can't say. Kind of upsets me a little bit, but anyways, I better be quiet on here what I say. Like I said, everything's just my opinion, but at least I do know if I want to go try that, if I ever do get the you-know-what, I'm gonna go there and try to shake it off with that first. I don't think it's gonna hurt nothing. I'm willing to try that, rather than end up in the hospital on a ventilator or something. So, not saying that it's gonna prevent it, but it sounds like it does pretty good. So, anyways, I think I covered just about everything I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully I ain't driving you crazy. I still got to run and get some gas. I have been having my tank filled at home and paying the gas tax, so I don't have to go in town, but now there's some snow by my tank and it's kind of hard to get to. So I'm going to probably pick some up. Today's warm. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's another thing I was going to mention. The last 2 days have been terrible. Way below zero, or yeah, below zero. The one morning my neighbor said it was 18 below. That's the normal temperature, and the wind chill was like 25 to 28 below that morning. Pretty cold. We've been having so much wind, horrible wind here in Wisconsin. Today's not bad. It's got the flag sticking out, but it's not that horrible today. But when you get the cold, it really makes it cold. But today's a good day. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels like a heat wave out there. So I think I covered everything. Oh, one more thing about parts and supplies and stuff. I don't know if you remember, I mentioned on a video a while back about needing a safety switch on my tractor went bad. And I think a week or so before December 10th, I called them, because I haven't heard from them for about a month, and asked them if that part was in yet or whatever. And they says, well, it's being sent out December 10th. And I haven't heard from them yet. It's January 27th, I believe it is today. Nothing. And I think that's horrible. They don't keep you updated. You can't get a part. It's really very scary. I'm kind of scared. I used to always have 2 tractors, and now I got 1 tractor, and if something happens in the spring trying to plant and I can't get no parts, then I'm gonna have to go rent a tractor or something. I don't know. It's hopefully I'm gonna be very careful with my equipment. And I got a couple of things to fix on the planter yet, and I got to get working on that before parts are not available or something. So hopefully everything goes smooth in the spring. That's all we can do. So that's about it. Thanks for listening to me ramble on, and we'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. Take care, everyone. Bye now.